Welcome to the Sound on Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Man,
Anna.
And this week we're talking about the late, great movie about Tina Turner's life beyond Battle Thunderdome. No, I'm just kidding. What's love got to do with it? Stick around, see what we think. Yep. What's love got to do with it?
his story is called A Late Great Movie.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. The movie about the late, great Tina Turner. We just recently lost Tina Turner.
The
I don't know
queen
where
of
she-
rock and roll.
I don't know where she went, but yeah.
Hilarious. She passed away recently. Passed away.
Oh, you mean she died?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in 1993, they decided to make a movie about her life when she was still fully alive and thriving, making music.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
With
a
the
legend.
super talented Ike Turner.
He
Well,
was. I mean,
No,
I mean,
I ain't lying.
but
well-
he wasn't no Tina.
well, she was. That's where he made all the money. Technically, it was from her, right? She was the attraction. He was the music. She was the attraction.
Of course,
But-
he was an ugly dude. What do you expect?
But this is the movie about her rise to stardom and her life, starring Angela Bassett.
Mhm.
Really buff Angela Bassett.
I know. I was looking at her arms. I was like, I wish.
Extremely like buff Angela Bassett. Like I think like
Yeah.
to a point where when I look at her now, I think she looks like looking at Queen Ramonda and looking at Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do with It. I know it's like way like 93 to 2023.
it's allowed her not to age much, though.
No, she she
She
has
looks great.
she-
She
yeah,
still looks good.
I think
Yeah,
she
she's
I think
awesome.
she looks better now than she did in 1993. Because to me, there's times where I don't know if it was the makeup. I had to Google it. Like, why does she look sick? But I think
Oh.
I think it's because she was like working out a lot or whatever. But yeah, she plays Tina Turner. You get Larry Fishburne
Mhm.
playing.
Lawrence.
First of all, say it right, Lawrence.
Well, if you look at some of his older credits, he came out as Larry.
Yeah.
So
Like
Yeah.
in Apocalypse Now.
Mama call him Larry. I'ma call him Larry. So Larry Morpheus Fishburne, starring as one shot Ike Turner.
What shot? You mean multiple shots?
Well, first it starts off with a slap, then it goes a closed fist punching.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then full on. Never mind.
Yeah. So
Sexual assault.
yeah, yeah. Then
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
you get the whole you get the whole life of Tina. You get technically Tina Turner's life from when she was born up until 1993, technically, right? Up until she became the queen of rock and roll.
Mhm.
Of course,
was that her legit moniker?
Yeah. She was the queen of rock and roll.
Okay, just asking. Wasn't not trying to be rude. Just asking
The queen.
for a friend.
sure, sure. But I mean, this was an entertaining movie to a certain point, right? When you there's a lot of beatings.
A lot of beatings.
You know, on the
Anime,
part of
I done told you.
anime, and it just every time he says that, it just reminds me of that Mad TV. That's all it reminded me of, Mad TV, Mad TV. But no, yeah, it's like the stuff that she had to go through. It's and to think it was, I guess, all real life. But yeah, this tells her life story. I mean, I'm sure some of it's embellished from when she was a child.
Well, from what she was saying, that the movie does not tell the whole truth. There's a lot of stuff made up.
Well, see, now of course that had to make sense. Like, I wonder what was made up and what wasn't. But
Yeah. I
it's
mean, they took it from her memoir.
I'm sure
that she wrote,
I'm sure there has to be
but-
liberties to it. But
Yeah, but they added a bunch of liberties. Yeah.
so, but it still wasn't bad. Yeah, Angela Bassett. I'm sure, of course, she can't sing like Tina Turner, so you have to get dubbed. You have to get all the dubbing of singing like Tina by Tina
Yeah.
Turner. So obviously there was involvement.
All the working out actually helped out because Tina was known for her legs, and she worked her legs off.
But
in
if
this
you
movie.
notice, they didn't really focus on anything about her legs.
Yeah.
in the movie. They didn't really show him off. Like that was the whole
No.
thing. You
I
like,
mean, when she's performing,
yeah, but that was the whole
Yeah.
thing. Like that I remember. Like Tina Turner was known for even her legs were insured, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
oh,
like insured for like a mill.
oh yeah, I don't get it. How do you
No,
insure a body part? That
Ask
makes no sense.
ask J Lo. Didn't they insure her butt or something?
Yeah. Isn't that's an actual thing, right?
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
what
how
I
do
so you
I
hear.
don't understand what happens. What if it gets a little? If it gets a little scratch or
If it
something?
gets
then
if it gets broken, if you get a cut on it, forget it. It's done. It's like
That's
people.
tough.
It's like hand models. Did you not see Zoolander?
no.
David
Yeah, I did see Zoolander, but I don't.
David Duchovny. He had his hand in
Yeah.
a hyperbaric chamber all the time to
It's all that lotion. That's why he was a hand model.
Gotta preserve it. Gotta preserve that hand. But yeah, it's like they rarely show off her legs, but they mainly show off.
My days are gone.
They mainly show off her Angela Bassett's arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She looks like she could have
Whoops.
played Shuri in Black Panther. She could have been in Black Panther at that time.
Well, see, Angela Bassett was she was like, I don't know how to say it. She's worked out like crazy, but she didn't do it to a point where like she just went nuts. She did it because she wanted to be like Tina, because Tina was toned at the
Yeah.
time.
Still, even when she got older, she looked very toned.
And
Yeah.
this is the movie. This is the movie that put Angela Bassett on the map, right, for movies, right?
Yeah, because before that she did still had got a groove back.
No, that was
kinda-
way after
That was
this one.
after,
That was
I
way
think.
after
Was it
this.
after?
That was way after
Yeah.
this one. Because that was already older when that movie came out.
I knew I've heard. I knew she did some before, but I can't remember what it was. It
'Cause-
wasn't that big.
So, because she was nominated for a Golden Globe for this movie and Academy and the Oscar, right? For
And didn't win.
No, her and Larry.
there you go. See,
Both of
I
them
mean,
are-
they should have nominated that hair at the beginning because he had that Cat Williams slick back.
Bro, I'll take that.
Seriously. And then she what's his name? She had when they first introduced Tina anime in the movie, like when she first meets, like goes to the club and she sees Ike, right? Before she starts dressing up, right?
Mhm.
She has that sexual chocolate hair. Like it's that hair. It's that like that. It's that
Jerry Curl.
That
Jerry
it looks. Well, no, it's not even the Jerry Curl. It's not the 80s, right?
bro.
It's just the hairstyle. But then you could tell that, and then there's that influence that she's trying to like show off, and then gets into that music scene once she gets involved with Ike. And yeah, I thought she had more kids, like officially, right? But she only had one official kid, right?
With Ike, yeah.
Yeah,
She had another one.
with not
She had
Ike?
another kid before, yeah, with not Ike.
Yeah, so there was a total of 4 kids. There was Ike Jr. that was not with Ike.
Not Ike.
That was not Ike's. That was not Tina's kid. Then there
Yeah.
was the other kid that was her kid, and then she had a total of 4 kids. That's what I did see in the movie. And then, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know a lot about Tina Turner because when I was young, all I remember was her hair and her legs, and that's it. That's the
Oh,
main
yeah.
the main thing that I knew about Tina
I
Turner.
knew Proud Mary. I knew Proud Mary.
Well, I mean, that's I knew that because it was Creedence Clearwater Revival song.
Well,
Yeah.
I see. Before growing up, I only knew that song was hers until getting older and listening to the other version. I went, oh,
Same thing,
I know that.
same thing like Respect. Everyone originally, like everyone always thought Respect was an Aretha song,
Mm-hmm.
right? So just, well, I think I guess that's where the
it's instead of an overrated movie.
yeah, true. But that's where that whole thing like starts. Like
Hudson.
that's where like the whole thing starts. Is like you could tell that's when she
You know what, it's like-
her
it's
thing
not
was
even
her thing was rock and roll versus like R&B.
Ike's R&B, yeah.
Well, because they were legit, they were actual performers with a full band and everything. They didn't focus. The R&B wasn't that big of a focus itself at that time when it came to like a full band like Ike had, because Ike was the rock guy.
Ike was
Ike?
like a
Blues.
R&B. Yeah, it was R&B.
He was rhythm and blues. He wasn't rock. He
Yeah,
didn't-
but to make it, you had to find a way to get into the rock realm, and he was more
And he
into
didn't.
making it. He wanted to make it.
He wanted to, but he never made it.
Mhm. And then after
That's why he was jealous of Tina.
and then after everything happened, it's
Mhm.
Done rocked her world.
mhm.
Bam.
Clothesline. But yeah, no, I didn't know who. So
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
yeah, seriously, there's a lot of he did a lot of cocaine. So see, I need you to sing it from your from the
From the
beneathness.
cockles of
Yeah,
your soul.
seriously.
Inner goggles.
From down here, get dirty with it. But no, I didn't know that. Okay, before they got Angela Bassett, it could have been Whitney Houston that played Tina Turner.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
hell no!
It could have been Whitney Houston. It could have been Halle Berry. It could have been
Yeah.
Robin Givens. Could have been Pam Grier. It even could have been Janet Jackson or Vanessa Williams. But imagine
I think the only person I would have probably been okay with would have been Pangreer.
But yeah, because I think another famous singer
Nah,
playing
that's too
another
much-
famous
too much
singer
woman
is
right there.
yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, back then? Oh yeah.
But even then, like if you get Janet Jackson or Whitney Houston to play her, I don't think it would have been the same. I think you get someone who's a non-singer to have to portray her, and I think they did. I think they
Yeah.
made the right choice.
Well, Tina saw Angela before they started filming, and she said she was perfect for the role.
Yeah, I mean, I don't deny it. I mean, she played. She's really good in this movie. Really good.
Yeah.
And again, I hadn't seen this movie in such a long time. I think the only thing I remember was her running to the Ramada Inn at the end. That's
Yeah.
that's the one thing I remember. Like when I saw this movie, I was like, oh, I know this part. I've seen this before. Right? That's
It's
the
a-
part that I remember.
It's a great movie.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah, they deserved a nomination. Who won that year that they didn't win?
Not them. Don't know. 1993 was it?
Yeah.
It was one of those many movies that
It was a
Was
lot
that-
of movies.
during that time there was there was a thing.
What came out that year?
I don't know, but
I did.
they deserved it. Bro, you really hate Ike
In this
in
movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
You really,
Yeah, no,
but you also
It's hard to kind of like.
you also end up like kind of resenting her a bit for not leaving so sooner.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
I mean,
but-
really, that's usually how it happens. It's always hard for women to leave.
true that. So in '93, I clicked on it. It's the 66th, right? Academy Awards. Best actor was Tom Hanks in Philadelphia,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, that's good.
Best supporting actor was Tommy Lee Jones in The Fugitive.
Meh.
Best actress was Holly Hunter in The Piano. Right.
I remember that.
Best
Harvey Keitel's winner.
Best actress was Anna Paquin in The Piano.
Anna Paquin. Wow.
What's her name?
Best supporting
True
actress.
Blood?
Sorry, Holly Hunter in The Piano was best actress. Angela Bassett was. Stockard Channing was also in there with in the movie with Will Smith.
Oh, 6 Degrees.
Yeah, 6 Degrees. Deborah Winger. I don't know who that is.
You know who that is.
Deborah
Come
Winger.
on. I'd tell you where it's
Anyway,
from, but whatever.
yeah.
No, I don't
Not
know.
the point.
But
It-
yeah, but
They
Schindler's
were both good.
Yeah,
they,
Schindler's List won best movie that year. But yeah,
Oh, the heavy hitters right there.
I
Damn.
mean, from the movie from these movies, the only ones that, yeah, I mean, they deserve it. They deserved it because they were really strong in this movie. Again, it's like if you can get an actor to make me not like them so much, but
Yeah.
have me captivated with the role, I'm like, you deserve it because Lawrence Fishburne, right? I'm giving Lawrence back. He he played Ike Turner really, really well. Really
he
well.
said for years women were mad at him for that role. They would see him on the street and be like,
Mhm.
You know what you did.
Not today. Oh, I'm not Ike. Whatever happened to Ike
was-
Turner after that?
Oh, he died.
Well, didn't he die like not that but years ago? But obviously he never made it in music again, right?
No, I don't know.
No.
From that, I didn't look that up, but from what the movie said, he got arrested for possession, drugs, I think, or something like that.
And
Who
a mean
knows?
right hook.
And I mean, he continued his boxing career
He
in
could have.
prison.
He could have. He could have been in. It could have been in like that celebrity boxing show. They could have put him in that.
Because you win some, you lose some.
Oh.
Well, on that note,
Yeah, but there's a lot where, of course, like you said, that Tina Turner said that they exaggerated a lot. I'm reading kind of some of the facts. There's a lot of facts that they're like.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of facts.
But, yeah, I mean, it's hard for women, but this shows that if women, they need people around them to help them move on and get away from people like this.
They need
support.
They need Buddhist chants.
I don't know about that, but
okay.
Rolling.
Oh, is that a Buddhist chant?
It is now.
But I mean, there's a lot of places out there that help women out to get away from people like this.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's not just beatings; it could end up even worse.
I know. It's just like in the movie when he pulls a gun. He was about to, like, before she was gonna perform in that showcase. He shows up with a gun, and that's a true indicator of like what could happen, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of the things that this movie does shine a light on, is like.
And if anything, I kind of hate Ike a lot, because that's one of the things that I hate most about a man like that. I hate that. I hate men that beat on them women's.
Yeah, I mean,
I was really like fuming every time I would see Ike.
But it's one of those things where it's like, it's all it's like you could tell, like, from the beginning it's manipulation, because he brings her in, he's all nice to her, and then all of a sudden,
you can't abandon me. You can't abandon me.
But it's one of those things, like,
never leave you.
Again, it's that cycle. It's that cycle thing, because the woman that he has living with, that has Ike Jr., she shoots herself, right?
Yeah.
And then what does Tina do later? She tries to kill herself by taking all them pills.
Yeah.
So it's all the same thing. It shows that how Ike drove those women, like, to do that kind of stuff, because of how much he, like, beat them and how much he treated them poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to write Party all the time. That's what that reminded me of. Like, did you ever watch the if you guys ever get a chance to see the Mad TV parody of the music video, where he's always, every time he's like, "I'll be right back," and he keeps on going out to do drugs. That's what it reminded me of. That's that scene where she's in the booth before he like assaults her, right? Before you like that's what it reminded me of. Like, sing right. All right, I'll be right back. And then it's like there's all this coke, and then like that, like there's, man, and it's that entourage also that Ike had around him, the people that just never said anything, like they just allowed it to happen. And it's not like it was one of those things where he would, I guess, knowingly beat her. Like, yeah, he would beat her, like,
getting paid
in private. He would do it in public. The only one that stood up to him was the one that quit, like the other background singer, the backup singer. Right, it's the only one that stood up to him, and then she officially quit. And she's the woman that helps her at the end, right? With the Buddhist chants.
Oh yeah.
That chant. But again, this is a really, like, I can't recommend this movie more. This movie's really good.
Still holds up.
Yeah, it's still a great movie, and it gives you insight on the life of Tina Turner, which again passed away recently.
There's also the HBO documentary, the Tina documentary. That's really good.
Oh, I hadn't seen that one. But take care of your kidneys. Remember, take care of your kidneys, kids. That's what Tina Turner said. She regrets not taking care of her kidneys.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah. So this is so. I mean, if you guys,
how old is she again? She was 80 what?
83.
83.
Yeah, you're good.
She lived a good life. I mean. Later life
after her 40s.
Yeah, but no, it's, if you have not seen this movie, it's definitely a watcher, especially if you don't know anything about Tina Turner. I mean, of course, some of the stuff is embellished, but it's still a good movie. You get great performances.
Embellished or not, the theme is there, and it still hits no matter what.
Not like
knock it down a little bit. It still sucks. Like,
and the music is still good.
The movie's good.
She started with Ike. and just stayed with Ike. But then once she went on her own, she went on to sing with the greats
And make Beyond Thunderdome.
and
Mhm.
and work with
Yeah, she
his name?
performed
Gibson.
with the Rolling Stones and on Cocksucker Blues
And she was in Beyond Thunderdome.
yeah,
and Cocksucker Blues.
yeah, with Bowie, with all of them.
Yeah,
And we
Clapton.
Yeah.
She made a song with Clapton.
and don't
I-
forget Cocksucker Blues.
yeah.
Jeez. This guy.
How is that a real thing?
I
I
know,
don't know why.
But yeah,
know.
and then Beyond
Watch it.
Thunderdome. But on that note, guys, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next week.
Watch Cocksucker Blues.
Population. Is looking at you, kid. In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good